What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Solo Mode. This is the legend of the Star Heroes. Witness the epic story of the World Heroes. Let's get it. Okay, we got two we got two games we gotta open. Chosen by the World Legacy and Gift of the Martyr. Alright. Let's go. The rulers of the star were not human. That world was ruled by 7 mechanical life forms, known as the Mech Knights. And across the land spread their vanguard, the crawlers. These crawlers tend to swarm and destroy all human-made structures in their path. They most likely lack any emotion. Helpless before those ruthless machines, mankind had no choice but to live in hiding. Dense with thick trees, gloomy even in the daytime, a hinterland known as Forest of the Stars. Therein lays a hidden village where humans lived inconspicuously. The village was protected by a barrier that would prevent intruders from invading or even discovering it. The ritual wands passed down through many generations made the barrier extremely resistant, and it had never broken, not once. But even so, the villagers were suffocated by their anxieties day after day, not knowing when the great threat would come knocking at their doorstep. From within the suffocating unease of the village, there were still those determined to fend off the crawlers. Uram and Ninjutsu, whatever how you say his name. There was a reason they fought so desperately. It was the village priestess and the younger sister of Ninjutsu. From birth, the priestess possesses a divine power that synergizes with their ritual wand to create barriers. Ivy's power was the strongest the village had ever seen in its history, but it was meager compared to the frightening forces that grew stronger day by day. Her companions saw how hard she was trying to put on a brave face for the villagers, and wished they could lighten her burden even by a little. Uram and Ninjutsu, along with the baby dragon Mduk, crosses the barrier in hopes of slaying even just one crawler. One day, Ivy heard from inside the forest a faint sound like that of a human voice. Uram and Ninjutsu could not hear it. However, Ivy that she keeps hearing a voice. Afraid Ivy would venture into the forest alone, Uram and Ninjutsu, okay, I said it right, Ninjutsu, and the baby dragon Mduk set foot inside the hinterland. The sun had already set, leaving only starlight to guide them. The scent of trees and soil hung in the cold air. Through their footing was unsure, Ivy ventured into the forest as if she was being guided. Careful not to lose sight of her, the three looked out for crawlers as they followed her. Suddenly, with an abrupt shriek, Ivy vanished before their eyes. Rushing to the place where they lost sight of her, they saw Ivy falling off a low cliff. It appeared Ivy had been so spellbound in the direction of that voice that she hadn't noticed there was no ground before her. The three descended the cliff and were relieved to find Ivy uninjured. Before their eyes, a mysterious structure appeared. If it had been there before, they would have noticed it, but as if the structure had been there for hundreds of years, it was encompassed in trees and entwined in ivy. They nervously approached the building. The one Ivy held in her hand glowed, and the building started to rumble as if in response. A mighty light radiated from the building, blowing aside the trees and cloaking everything in blinding light. Even with their eyelids closed, the light pierced mercilessly through. When they finally opened their eyes, a fairy fluttered in the air before them. The fairy spoke to the startled party. "I am Lee, the World Chalice Fairy, a spirit that had been sealed inside the building that released the bright light known as the World Legacy World Chalice. In previous times, it was her duty to guide mankind, but was obstructed by the Mech Knight. For many years, she had been waiting for a world hero capable of activating the World Chalice. And they are those world heroes. Please lend me your strength and gather the scattered starlight and save the world from the great darkness," she spoke. Though bewildered by Lee's story, Aram and the group were moved by her earnestness and decided to lend a hand. Hearing their resolve, the fairy Lee smiled and bestowed upon them the power of the awakened World Chalice. Alright, time to get this practice on. Yeah, World Chalice, I already got some of these cards. I already know how to use them. Huh? Okay. 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 Alright. Okay, it seems simple enough. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna stop it right here, but if y'all like what y'all saw, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and share this video. Stay tuned for more of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. Solo mode, chosen by the World Legacy. This is your boy, the one and only yours truly, Blast, right? Mega. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Peace.